Okay, you have writer's block because you don't go outside. I know it's a funny little title, especially since I'm also sitting inside in my room. But what really sparked this idea, this video, is from my recent trip. I just came back from a trip from Jamaica, and one thing I experienced over there was like something I knew, but like when you experience it is so different from hearing it. Like you always hear the advice of like, you know, to overcome writer's block, sometimes you just need to step away from writing altogether and just like do something completely out of your environment or just like out of your routine in general. And recently that was like the first time. Well, I'm not the first time. I'm lying, but it was the most recent example of that happening. Is when I was there one day, right? Um, I just decided to just take a walk. Like honestly, just take a walk in nature. And when I was out there, all I did was just ask questions. Like in my brain, I wasn't forcing ideas to flow. I was just asking myself questions. I was just breathing in oxygen. Um, Especially since I live in New York, like New York is just full of pollution. So I was actually breathing in oxygen for once. So maybe that was also what helped too with overcoming writer's block. But yeah, um, so all I did was just ask myself certain questions that I've been asking myself for some it's been like a couple months that I had like no idea of how to find the answers to in order to progress my story. But like I don't know what it was, but just you know looking around, breathing, walking in nature, being grounded in general, um, the ideas just suddenly started coming in like rapidly too. And it's funny because when that happens, is like, man, should I stay outside or should I like go back in and like write these down? you know, this is why it's great to have something that you could carry with you along your journey, so that like, because you never know. Sometimes the best ideas comes at the most random times, and so that's why I always make sure I have something with me to write stuff down in case those moments happen. And that's what sparked this video is like, man, like truly the things that you're stuck with the most is like once you step away from it. Or I didn't really truly step away, honestly, because I was thinking about the story during my walk. But like I don't know what was the difference. Like maybe the difference was like maybe since I'm walking, it's like of course when you walk you have more blood flow, so there's more, oxygen, more blood flow going to your brain. So maybe that's also what helped as well. But yeah, it's like I was just like thinking about questions, and I think that's another thing that helped too, which is instead of me thinking about like scenes I'm stuck with, I think about questions that needs to be answered in order to help myself become unstuck with a certain scene. So I think it's just a combination of a lot of things that really helped me with overcoming writer's block in that particular moment in time. But back to like the benefits of just going outside in order to like uh, increase your creative flow. I think that I know the importance of routine, or actually, let's scratch that. Because I was about to say, like, sometimes it's great to break a routine, but honestly, maybe it's because I don't have that as part of my routine of like just, living life in terms of just going outside without like a destination and just going with the flow of life sometimes, or just going outside and just just to get some fresh air, because a lot of us we don't really tend to do that at all. We just if we're going outside, we're going outside for a purpose. and that purpose usually tends to, go to your job or go to school or do some errands, grocery shopping. Maybe you have to repair your car, anything along those lines. Is always with a purpose. But maybe what helped too is that I didn't really have a purpose other than to get some fresh air and, you know, be around nature. So, and I think, oh, you know what? I think why that helps too is my brain is not occupied on any other tasks that I had to do while I was outside. Like, I'm not thinking about, oh, I have to go there and I have to like do this and that. Like there was no distractions at all. It was just me outside in nature with my thoughts, and I think that's what helped as well is I was able to do active thinking while not sitting in my desk and staring at a screen. So that change in an environment, but it's not only the change in environment, it's also not having any distractions while changing that environment as well. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about the story while I'm outside. So it was funny. Like all these ideas are just coming to my head of what possibly led to my revelation. I'm just trying to like solve this equation. Like I'm trying to figure out the formula of how this is possible and why this makes sense on how like these walks outside and stuff like that, how these things correlate when it comes to creativity and unlocking that creative flow in the first place. I wonder what your thoughts are in like in that type of way in terms of how it correlates. Because right now I'm trying to figure it out. I presented a few ideas, but maybe you have another perspective of why those things correlate and how those things generate the best ideas. Maybe it's similar to how sometimes our best ideas comes from taking a shower. It's like I think it all comes down to the lack of distractions and you being alone with your thoughts and nothing else. Like it's just you and your thoughts. And if you're thinking about your story, is like you have nothing else occupying your mind. Your mind is clear. And that's another thing too, I guess, is the clarity. I think nature helps clear your mind for the most part, and you're able to have better focus and think better. So if you have a clear mind and then the first thing that comes to mind is your story, you're kind of increasing your chances to come up with ideas, especially ones you were stuck with for so long. So I think same with the shower, because I know with the shower your mind is clear. So which when your mind is clear, you're able to focus better. And that's really the main reason why people even meditate in the first place, is really to improve focus. That's probably the best way I could connect creative writing and these types of activities that improves focus. Yeah, so you let me know your thoughts on that. Hopefully this motivates you to go outside more and without much of a purpose either, maybe just to clear your mind and be around nature. You don't have to be around nature, just maybe just stepping outside in general and just walking around and just say hello to people. I don't know, whatever, whatever helps. But any form of method of, I guess, meditation, because maybe taking a walk outside is a form of meditation. So, and maybe taking a shower is a form of meditation as well. So, in general, any form of meditation that helps you clear your mind could definitely help you with overcoming writer's block and entering into that creative zone, that flow state, in a sense. So that's one of the main things that had me thinking as I was in my trip, and I was like, damn, I was so stuck with this particular scene for so long. And now it's just like, it feels so simple. Like, and it's crazy too. Like, once you solve it, like, it felt so simple. Like, damn, how I could not figure this out earlier? Like, the idea I came up with, it wasn't like something that was so complex. Like, what I mean by simple is like, it's not something that was like out of this world. Like the idea is not left field or whatever. Like it connects to the story. Like it's something that was already in my story. Like it was already connected to a major idea in my story, but like it flows with it. And maybe simple is not the word for it, not the term, right? Maybe I should be using a better word, but yeah, that's the only thing that's coming to my mind is the word simple. But yeah, that's really what the trip taught me. And I hope you resonate with this and you let me know your experience on, you know, going outside and how that helps you with generating ideas or any form of meditation. You let me know what you think is the correlation between the two. I honestly am curious on to hearing your thoughts on this topic. I also want to let you know that I don't know if I'm going to have it here or there, but yeah, I have consultation calls where I help people with their outline. Uh, you know, basically whatever assistance they need if they're stuck in a story, and they need suggestions, ideas, let's say, and you want like a second opinion, things like that. Yeah, you could always click the link down below to book a call with me, but I have a video here or there that will help explain what I do and how I assist you, how the process works, things like that. But yeah, hope this video helped. Just to let you know as well, when you're writing your ideas, make sure it resonates with you and you only. I want okay, not you only, my bad, but don't when you write ideas, don't write ideas because other people like it and you don't. Make sure you like your ideas too and you like your story. Because if you like it, others definitely will too. Someone will like it as well. So yeah. Thanks for listening. Hope you have an amazing day. Make sure you go outside after this video and maybe you will get some ideas. All right.